Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is seventh video in the array series. If you're new to this channel, you can check out the array playlist. I'll give the link in the description. So today's problem is missing number. Let's see what the problem is. In this problem, we are given an array containing n distinct numbers ranging from 0 to n. Return the only number which is missing in the array. So if you see here in this array, you are given numbers from 0 to n. N is what? 3. 0 to 3 is given, but only one number is missing, which is 2, and we have to return that in the output. Okay, you can check out the rest also. So here n is basically the length of the array. So if length is 3, it means from 0 to 3 your numbers will be given. So if in this test case, if you see, the numbers will be from range 0 to n. N is 2, length is 2. So n 0 to 2, which is 0, 1 and 2, and 0 and 1 is there but 2 is not there. So hence in the output we will return 2. Okay, I hope you understood the problem. Now let's see how we can approach it. So guys, one basic thing which comes into our mind is that, okay, what I will do, I will iterate from 0 to n. One by one, I will check whether 0 is present in the array or not. Then I will check 1 is present in the array or not. Then I will check 2 is present in the array or not. So 2 is not present. Hence 2 is our output. This is basic approach, which this is a brute force approach, you can say. Now what is the problem? What is the problem with this approach? So problem with this approach is the time complexity is O of n square. How? I'll tell you. So when you iterate from, so let's say you are iterating from 0 to whatever n is given, and for every iteration, like when your I is 0, then your I is 1, 2, up till n, for every iteration you will just do a search in this array, right? You will go here, check, you go here, check, you go here, check whether the element is present or not. So this is looping inside, there is a loop inside a loop. So whenever there is nesting of loops, so here this is O of n square type. Okay, so this is the problem with this approach. So we have to improve this. How we can improve it? Now let's see that. So guys, in this problem, right, we will be discussing a very new concept. Okay, this I would highly recommend you guys to bookmark this problem, because here you will be learning a new concept which is entirely new for you. Okay, new for you, which is XOR. XOR. Okay, what is XOR? So let's say if you take a number 5, if you get its binary representation, which is 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, and if you do 5 XOR 5, so what do you get? See, when you do 5 XOR 5, here we get 5 only, so 5 XOR 5, and if you know, when you do XOR of same numbers, it gives you 0, same number 0, same number 0, same number 0, so you get 0. Okay, you get 0. And if you do XOR of 0 with something, right, let's say I do XOR of 0 with 2, what I will get? Let's see that. So 2 will be 0, 1, 0, 0, and if you do XOR of 2 with 0, okay, you get the same number as such. So this will give you the same number, which is this one. So these two points are very important. Just make a note of that if you XOR same number with itself, it gives you 0. And if you XOR something with 0, it gives you the same number. Okay, these two rules will be applying in this problem. Let's see that how. So we have this test case, right? The test case was 301. 301. So what I will do, right? I will take a variable answer which will store my answer. Initially, I will give it a value 0. Okay. Alright. Now what I will do, right? See, if I take a XOR of all these elements which are there currently present, and I take a XOR with all the numbers which are expected, that is from 0 to n. The numbers n is here 3, right? So that is 0, 1, 2 and 3. So 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, if I do this thing, now remember I told you that if you take a number and XOR it with itself, you get the same, you get 0. And if you XOR 0 with the number, you get the number itself. So if I rearrange this thing to something like 3 XOR 3 XOR 0 XOR 0 XOR 1 XOR 1 XOR 2, that is the same numbers I have brought together. 0 and 0 I have brought together, 1 and 1 I have brought together, and 2 is single, so it's left at the end. Now, if you see, this thing will give you what? 0, right? So this will give you 0. This thing will give you again 0. This will give you again 0. And this will be 2. Okay. Now, same number XOR with itself is 0 again. So this will be again 0. Right? 0 XOR 0, 2. Something like this. Then this number will be again 0. Same number with XORing itself, and then 2. And if you XOR any number with 2, any number with 0, you get the number itself. So here you get number itself, which is 2. And 2 is your missing number. Alright. So basically what we have to do is, we will take a XOR of these numbers and we will XOR them with the expected set of numbers which we want. So the same numbers will cancel out and the missing number will be left. So we will get that missing number. So I hope you understood this approach. Let's see the code. So in the code, right, initially you can assign an answer as the length of the number. So here I will initialize it to 0. You can initialize it with the n. So n is 3 here. So just initialize it with 3. Okay. Then you go till from to every element in the nums, that is these numbers, and XOR them. Okay, and XOR them with the number. Okay, you can basically, since it will be 0, you can take a +1 also here. Okay, because this will start from 0 till it will go till length +1, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, and the answer will come out to be, you will, and so here you are XORing with the number and XORing with the I value, which will range from this, and at last return answer, because that will store your missing number. Okay, if I run this, you have to comment this out. Yeah, so okay. So maybe since we have assigned the last value right here, we have assigned the last value, that is this one. So you can do two things. You can do two things. Maybe if there are two approaches, right? Either you can assign the last value, because we are not considering this 3, right? So if let's say this 3 is the missing number, you will get it here because you have assigned it. Or what you can do is, if you want to initialize it to 0, let's say, then you have to take a variable here, like let's say I or like j something, and you can just directly iterate on the numbers. Okay, so it's like your pick, how you want to go about it. So I hope you understood the approach and the problem. Okay. Yeah, if you have any doubts, let me know in the comments. If you found the video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel. One second, what is the difference? Okay. Okay. So if you have any doubts, let me know in the comments. And if you found the video helpful, please subscribe it. Please like it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.